Welcome back to the third quarter of the BOBBY003 Show, along with my sidekick here, Andrew. Let's get a couple of our good sponsors right away, please.
I can do that. Yes, sir. Why don't you go by Targill Seasoning and Supply if you're looking for stuff from your restaurant, your store, your outdoor kitchen, maybe just a casual cooker or a caterer. They can help you with your seasoning, your butcher supplies, your cutlery, your kitchen supplies, all that type of thing.
And you can order it on the internet.
You can order it on the internet.
See all the store.
At targill.com. They're right here on Wartell in Opelousas, Louisiana. Walk around, take a look around. If you're a cake baker that wants some of the fillings and pie fillings, they sell that type of stuff there as well. I know those things are harder to find nowadays. Right all in one nice, neat place. They'll do custom seasoning blends for you and custom labeling of your seasoning blend cans. Look for the big can outside. It's the
That's
sign.
what I was getting ready to say. You can't miss the big, beautiful sign, and that would be, you'd probably be using Vine Street to get to that location. That's the main road, main Highway 190, in fact.
And how about the Medicine Shop Pharmacy right here on 1717 South Union Street in Opelousas? You can go by and see Dirk Andrepont, pharmacist over there, and they've got all sorts of great items in the store. They can help you with diabetes type help. They can do help you with your prescription assignment, where you can just go in and pay that copay. Don't worry about paying the full thing. They'll take care of the other paperwork for you. 15-minute prescription service where they will guarantee to get your prescription to you filled in 15 minutes, or they'll give you a $2 coupon to be used in the store, just like cash. Go by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy and tell them I said hi.
Diet supplement,
their diet supplement, exactly. The MetaFast meals.
Two people I saw, I'm not going to name them, but two people this week that mentioned that they were on that program. He and his wife Liz do a great job.
Both coaches in it. That's right. And if you buy the meals through them, the coaching comes for free. So you can go by and they can give you a good program on how to lose that weight.
We talked about Kings a while ago, and our friend Glenn Fontenot, and he calls himself a band of one, which he is a band, and he plays alone. Very entertaining young man. Every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the Casino Lounge, no cover charge. Glenn, keep up the good work. How can you go wrong? And I saw a nice article, and I have it somewheres in all of this. Yvette Landry, we showed a picture of her last week at Buck and Johnny's. She was playing there. Had a real nice article about her talent, how talented she is.
She's coming along. She's playing everywhere right now. Mamou, she was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she plays with, I think, 4 different bands and different types of music. So, Yvette, keep up the good work, girl. You're on your way.
Very good.
And Bella Figuera is going to move, and I'm going to say move again because I think the article says that somewhere in here that he's not immune to moving. He likes to move, and I'm speaking of Mr. Jack Ainsworth, who fine fella, who owns Bella Figuera and is moving, and La Madeleine, which is a French cafe, will be moving in its place, and that's coming in from New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken, is their main branch. It could be their first location in the Lafayette area. And he's going to be moving, he meaning Mr. Jack Ainsworth, my buddy over there, he's going to be moving to the oil center. How about that?
There you go.
Still a lot of good activity in the oil center, and of course you've got that huge Lafayette General Hospital that draws a lot of people in the area. So while they're on a break and have to leave out for a few hours because of the visiting hours that are permitted, they can go over to his new restaurant and get a good meal. Hello, Mr. Jack. How you doing?
Bella Figuera. That's like when you wear a nice jacket and you go out. You make a nice Bella Figuera. You make a good shape, a beautiful shape. You see, that's what that means, Bella Figuera.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What about? Did you watch any of the Academy Awards?
I saw a little bit. I saw some of the highlights. I don't have the patience to watch the whole show, but
I was working on my program here, but watching some, and it was quite good. That one with the dress that changed colors. Did you?
That was kind of neat.
You saw that?
But they I don't know if it was like a projector that would make her dress change colors.
Change colors. I mean, beautiful. I mean, I had never seen anything like it, and I guess most of the rest of the world had never seen that before. And our little friend from Homer, Louisiana.
We'll say Miss Wallace. That first name is
Kovashani.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, Wallace. And she, of course, did not win, but she's the youngest person that had ever been nominated for an Oscar.
Beasts of the Southern Wild is the movie.
Didn't win, but they're doing a new version of Annie, and she's gonna be Annie. So boy, you talk about a big step forward.
For a local girl.
Whoo, beautiful young girl, and I'm sure she's with some of the best coaches getting her to where they are. And talking about movies and all, what about Duck Dynasty?
Boy, that's getting to be a popular show.
Returns on A&E, and
the Robertson family.
They're real people. They really make a tremendous amount of duck calls, and in fact, when I went to this fundraiser for Eric LaFleur in Baton Rouge last week, Mark Carter rode with me, and he had bought. He owns 2 of that duck calls.
There you go. You and I'll have to get one so we can call ducks too.
They're for real, and they've got a brand new season coming on. And
they're entertaining. What I like about it is, I like Swamp People too. Now, don't get me wrong. But with Swamp People, it's mostly the hunting side. With this, you get to see the family life and all in Louisiana.
Yeah, and he closes with a prayer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You say he's kind of a preacher too.
A little bit of a preacher. He does a lot of motivational speaking.
I know that Miss Karen and Buddy Empanada know them personally, and Buddy told me that they've just purchased a nice tract of land to be right near I-20, so that people will be able to come in.
Factory stores.
That's right. They're gonna sell probably neckties and caps and T-shirts and
a bandana to tie with your long beard.
With your beard, and they might sell you a beard.
They might sell you a beard. Why not?
If you need a beard.
I need help like that.
On the death side, I forgot to mention the death of Miss Dot Hogruder last week, and I apologize to the family. I had gone and visited with the family, cousins of mine, and Raymond Sr. was there. Raymond, who was born and raised right there in Port Barry, introduced me to the family members who supposed to know it. I knew some of them, but some I didn't, and I appreciate that. And he and others, Joe Fred and others, are working real hard on this formation of the library in Port Barry that'll be named after my brother John, in honor of John, who spent 55 years in the Port Barry area, and we're very happy about that. So I apologize for not getting to that last week, and let's get a couple more
obituaries. Sure.
Yes, Charles Trahan, who died, and I'm not sure just exactly how long, but his name was mentioned at the boxing matches the other night, and very hard working. Really you could tell he had a loving patience when he was working with these young boxers from the Rayne, Louisiana area. And he died, and I didn't know anything about it. My deepest sympathies. He always had his kids in a very, very well-prepared manner to give it their best. Charles and the family, we certainly going to miss you. And another person who died, and it was in the paper today, and that's J.Y. Dupre. And J.Y. had about 3 different nicknames. I've got 2 of them written down here, and there's another one. We called him T-Pop, and some people called him Eagle. And anyhow, he was 82 years old. He was a city policeman, retired back in '78, I think the article says here. And just quite a character, real nice. To his family, my deepest sympathies. And of course, a federal judge who was the judge that presided on the Edwin Edwards trial, the 3rd trial for sure. I'm not sure if he was on the first 2 or not, but the 3rd one, and that was Judge Frank Palazzola from the U.S. District Court in Baton Rouge area. So our deepest sympathies to their family. And also Dwayne Heinen.
I think that's how they pronounce it.
And of course, he was the husband of Sandy Oakway Heinen, and they owned together the Brass Rail downtown, a local bar, saloon, for many years.
Very active in the Elks for years.
And he was very active in the Elks, so our deepest sympathies. And there's somebody else. Oh, Pip.
Mr. Leonce.
Mr. Leonce Pip Thibodeau. And to the family, I want to apologize that I didn't go. I found out about the death of Mr. Pip after the funeral had taken place, the following day, in fact. Belinda had sent a text message. Do you ever get a text message that comes in real late? Does that happen? Can that happen?
It can, sure.
Because I never saw the text, but it was on there. So I apologize. Belinda, that was her father-in-law. Her husband, who's deceased now, was Dwayne Thibodeau. And I remember Pip, since I went into insurance business in 1959, he was already in the business and was always so amicable and
very active in the association, in the agents association.
When we had an agents association, very active and well known in the Eunice community. Our deepest sympathies.
Slimco, if you want a scholarship, they got $22,000 scholarships that they're giving away. Go to slimco.com. You can download your form. The application deadline is May the 2nd, 2013. You've got to get it together. If you're a first-time college student applying for it, you've got to be graduated from high school with at least a C average or its equivalent. You need to be either a Slimco customer or a dependent, a child of a Slimco customer in order to qualify. And they give all the scholarships out at the Cajun Dome at their big annual membership meeting on June the 1st, a Saturday. Big party all day long, start from early in the morning. So
we've got a couple more pictures.
We do. How about this guy?
Monday night, we had the 3 Mile Lake Association annual meeting. It was well attended in spite of the storm that was taking place at that same time, same afternoon. But we had a real good attendance. We had some good suggestions. We passed a few things that needed to be changed, and we went over some important things that have happened at the lake, and I call them all positive, all good for the lot owners and the people who live there, and those of us that don't live there, but we come there to enjoy the peace and tranquility and the water. If you want to ride in your pontoon boat or you want to ride in your ski boat, whatever. It's a beautiful lake, and it's so easily gotten to from either Baton Rouge, Lafayette. We had by the way, and he came and told me hello, and I didn't really, he passed by, I had not seen him in the audience, Dr. Savoy, the president of UL in Lafayette.
Really?
Yeah, purchased a lot. I'm not sure just when, the first time I'd seen him. We deeply appreciate that he's not just a lot owner, he's going to be a participator in the activities.
Excellent.
And another person that was raised, he and his family were raised out at the Point, Sibamo Point, sold his place at Sibamo Point and bought a place at 3 Mile. And that's federal judge Richard Hike.
Excellent. Good guy.
Oh, good guy. I've got to go see him. I know where, I didn't know just about where his camp is, and also Dr. Savoy, Joe Savoy, right?
I think so, yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The first president was Joel.
This photo, let's show this photo before we get totally off the 3 Mile.
Yep. And
Eddie Saunier
came.
A lot owner.
I called him, and by golly, he showed up. He was on the way home from Oklahoma, and he says, I think I'll make it in time, and he sure did. Thanks, Eddie, and everybody that showed up, we appreciate it. I was picking at Eddie. I told him I was copying his hairdo. He wears his hair brushed back, and I'm brushing mine back, so I was just showing him that it works on me too, Eddie.
1 minute break. We'll see you folks on the other side of a minute for the last quarter.